block out my shapes first. And it's very common to do 3 wide for the front hair like this. But I'm a big fan of doing 2 wide hair, which allows more for the chest area. Then I'm gonna add the base color for the sides and underneath, as well as the back. We're gonna want the hair to flow like that, like this. So by doing that, I'm gonna first bucket the entire area to make my life a little easier, and then try to make a wave shape. So we have this flow right now, and then cut off the ends. To make it a little more curvy, you can also cut out those to make it seem like it's curling up again, and that's how you make the basic shape. Next, moving on to shading. I'm going to start with the side of the head, and we want to start with our darkest color first. I'm going to start with this color. I'm going to make 2 L's around to show that it's a little round, but the light is coming from the top. That's why I'm not doing the top here, because it'll make it appear boxy. And we're going to choose one color lighter than that to make this bit here. And I also like to add 2 little lines at the top, which will go into the top part of the hair later to help section it off. We'll make a little lighter color for a nice mid-tone. And I like to use my base color as like the main color of the hair. And you should be making kind of like a W shape here to show that there's one section here, one section here, and one section here of the hair, and it's easier to do hair sections. Next, to help define the shapes a little more, I'm going to add highlights on each side, each section of the hair. And as the side of the hair, PMC has this cool little tool which allows you to clone or copy paste. Simply select the square brush with the max size so you can cover the whole thing. And in the clone mode, you simply click and you can see that it's now a stamp. And you can click again and click again to have all 3 sides. Doing the top of the hair, we're going to do a center part. So you have the lines here. Remember, the hair is also in sections. So we're going to add a little bit here, like that, to make it the center part. Whoops, wrong spot. Right here. Like that. My bad. Next, we're gonna continue this part here and cover and go through to help show that this is a part here and this is another part. We're essentially just connecting these lines so that they have a continuous point. I like to do shadows there, connecting these here. And there you should have like a nice sectioning of each part of the hair that flows properly. The front, I just like to carry things through so that there is a continual pixel from each side, and add a line here which I will make softer by adding a more of a gradient. This will be the hairline for the bangs later. Moving on to the bottom, we're going to outline it to help again push the pixels around to have continuity, as well as the midline. And then what I like to do is to continue finishing it off. Just add the next color up, the main color, and fill in the sides here. Moving on to the front part of the hair, we're going to do the base color here. And we have to think of the hair as the body parts. This is the arms, and this is the torso. Hair going into the torso and into the arm will be darker to show that it's behind and give the body a curved shape. Which is why we're going to do our darker colors here, going darker to light to show that it is getting closer to the front of the character and more like voluminous. I like to continue that trend here with the second part to show that there's a highlight, and the lightest part should be the part that's coming out, which is closer to the middle, which creates more of a cylinder effect. And then for the back. For the back, I like to continue the trend of 3 sections. Like the back of the hair up here, I'm gonna make 2 L's. And since this part is longer, I will extend this piece that was here, down here, farther. And then continue that mid piece. Last thing to add is the highlights. I like to make these symmetrical, but you can also make it the same. Keep the continuity, and there you have it, the back of the hair. And last step is the bangs. You're going to want to make sure your overlay is on, and then just shape the bangs. I'm going to do a simple shape like that. Don't forget to carry it around to the other planes of the head. And then I'm gonna add the darkest colors to the bottom to help push it backwards, to make it seem like it's going underneath the head. We continue that trend with the second darkest color going up. And then the third one to round out the sides. That'll make the main area of focus the front, and then the center. For this, I also like to section off the hair to 3 parts. And by doing this, I will add 2 pixels here to help make an M shape, and then adding in the highlights. And there you have it, how to make long wavy hair.